Well, tax day is July, but April the 15th deadline, as you know, was pushed back, and that's why we have to get our taxes out by July. And if you waited, tomorrow, unfortunately, is your final day. NBC4's I-Team Consumer Investigator Randy Mack joins us live right now. And Randy has more at what's in stake as the deadline looms. Remember, it's the 15th. Randy.
That's right, Chuck. It actually could be eligibility for any new stimulus money, or if you owe any money in penalties or interest to the IRS, then that could also be impacted. Plus, if the IRS actually is going to be giving you any money or owes you any money, that could also be impacted if you don't file.
During this pandemic, with businesses closed, money tight, and schools in limbo as to how to reopen, the tax deadline may be the last thing on your mind.
People have completely forgotten about it because they are dealing with life, with their children, with their work, or lack of it, and just keeping everything held together that no one's thinking about taxes.
CPA Susan Lewis-Jones is a former IRS officer and says many of her clients are now scrambling to get extensions for filing or paying their taxes. The July 15th extension was automatic, but only covers filing.
So if you have a balance due, you want to pay as much as you can now to avoid any penalties or interest.
Tax filings have to be postmarked by midnight tomorrow. Some post offices are closed due to COVID-19. Others may have lines due to social distancing. And for taxpayers, Lewis-Jones says there's quite a bit at stake, like eligibility for the next round of stimulus currently being debated by Congress.
There might be another stimulus coming, and the rumors I have, here it's a lower income threshold. So if your income dropped in 2019, then you want to get those returns in to make sure you qualify for it.
If you owe money for 2019, Lewis-Jones says if you can, pay it or pay what you can afford.
There's no reason to hold a 19 return for stimulus money but not pay the bill and have to give it right back to the government in interest and penalties.
Midnight Wednesday is also the final deadline for non-filers from 2016 to claim any money owed to them for that year. Currently, more than $1 billion is owed to taxpayers who didn't file for 2016. But you have to claim it, or the IRS gets to keep it.
It's that 3-year deadline. It is time, and if you want it, you got to go claim it. Otherwise, it's gone forever.
The fastest way to file is still to do so electronically, and make sure that you include your direct deposit information and also any updated address information. Stimulus works differently than unemployment insurance in that you only need the one form, and the money is actually getting to people faster than unemployment insurance, so you want to make sure that you have all that accurate information into the IRS. Now, if you've lost your form, you can also contact the IRS. They should continue to have your employment forms on file from your employer. Reporting live in Chino Hills, I'm Randy Mack for NBC4 News.